You must have good position
Yeah.
before you can go away from it, before you can use it. Once
Yeah.
more, we're looking at position, we're looking at structure, we're looking at its function,
Right.
of what you're using it for and how you're using it. So again, we're using our position to control the other person's elbow. We're using our position to control the other person's elbow. That does not control the other person's elbow. There, I've lifted, I'm in more in the bong self position, but I've left this elbow free and I'm leaving this area exposed. Right. If you turn from this position, you go into a bong and you turn with a bong, with normal bongs now, there, that you're leaving this exposed. Oh, I can take this up. Right. You're leaving your elbow in a very exposed area. You're not in control of it. Yeah. You've moved away from your rolling. You're no longer rolling. Something's happening. Therefore, you've got to understand how to control it. Yeah. If something happens, you've got to learn to react against it. Something happens. Right. If something happens, you've got to control something around it. Right. But you can't do that. If I'm there, I'm leaving myself open, where you can come to one from my, or you can just drop it underneath. Then I'll be, boom, you're coming around. Together, yeah. More, and I say, not big movement. So what I'm looking at, so my initial technique, what I'm looking at is to control your arm. Yeah. I'm looking at to take you into a position. So what I'll do is, if I get into this, so I'll change it. Look what I'm doing now. I'm taking this elbow out, and I'm putting this hand in a weak position. Right. I'm looking to control these elbows on the inside. So I'm looking at control.
So you're exercising really good position, so you only have to drop into the technique. You can't in your position. You're not finding your position when you want to do a technique.
When I'm rolling, I'm square.
Yeah.
As soon as I start to turn, the techniques need to change because the alignment's changing. Yeah. I'm creating a situation which must be dealt with logically. Right. It's no good running through the technique. It's no good we're rolling on from here and then going to there. It's either something must immediately happen. It's no good. The only other way, see now what I've done is I've taken this hand to there and that hand's come to there. Now I'm into a much better controlled situation. Yeah. Okay, in the beginning what you would do is this would be the type of thing that you do. Mm. Very simple, very basic technique. Later on you should be looking at using the button control. You're looking at guidance and controlling the elbow, both elbows.
Complete position control.
Yeah. So you learn to use your structure, you learn to use the techniques. Yeah. To do it the most efficient way, you're looking to use the smallest movements. You're looking to use techniques that blend in with movement. So you're looking at the smallest movement. Mm-hmm. The smaller the movement, the less information you're giving away. Yeah. So if I'm doing, if I've got this, and I do this and do that and that, that and that.
You're telling me that to me.
I'm having to use too big a move. So once I understand the position,
you drop in.
From that it drops in.
Okay.
Then you come
change.
Well, I say on from it. It's just
blended in.
It's moving in. I'm refining the use of my understanding of my body and understanding how I can control yours. Mm-hmm. Understanding how the elbows work. Understanding how to control your elbows, but also how to take your alignment there. That's my pan cell. Let's drop this on. That's a pan cell. It's a palm up.
Okay.
It's a palm up pan. Pan cell. That's what it's supposed to mean. Right. It's taking control of that arm. Mm-hmm. I've got more control over that because I've got your elbow. If I did that, you could circle inside.
Yeah.
From there, you try to circle inside, I've still got your arm.
You just controlling the elbow.
So it's above your elbow is the important thing. If I'm, because there, see I've turned. If I go central, I've got to be a threat to you.
Alright. Okay.
Like with the bong cell, you're threatening me as with the threatening me, so I must cover that. There, that's not covering it. Because because the first thing, as soon as you would start to strike out, your elbow will be starting to lift above the position where my elbow was. So now you're above my arm. So I have to lift it up again to come back down. Whereas from here, I'm in the position. Because I'm shoulder level, because it's on command, your elbow can't go any higher than your shoulder.
No, you break it down.
You can't. The only way you can do it and go high in your shoulder is if you're trying to punch up high. That would, well, it depends if you're talking about somebody's height, but then again, that would be, then that's related to somebody's height. Drop down low, for a second. On from that. You're dropping down, low down, like low start. That's where I'm going. Just drop, like, stretch and drop right down action. So from here, now you're at a foot from here, so I'm going to there. I have to be able to get across the top of that. So again, it's related to...
You couldn't use it against a tall person because you can't get your elbow down.
I know, but you have to just relate to people's height as well, because it's not so much the person's height, it's where the arm's coming from. If the shoulder's coming from higher, so if I'm down from here, then this has to be up to be able to get across the top of that.
But if his arm's lower, you can use it from there.
Yeah. So when you're using position, so the position is very important.
Yeah.
In your rolling, because from there you've got to be able to cut out. It's fast moving. From there you can't. You move fast. It's not going to get in. Because all it has to do is my elbow goes up. There's nothing really to do on something.
It's also the
if it's low down, then it's a different situation. You've got to turn. That's it. You need to turn. So the only reason why it should be down low is if you turn.
If you have to be down low, is if you turn.
The only time it is low is when you're using it. Right. I'm using it.
Any other time you could deal with it up there at that height.
No, any other time you're ready. This is a ready position.
Right.
I'm ready to protect. I'm ready to protect or strike. I'm ready to protect.
The point from there, you're in the position.
Well,
if there's anything low, you've got to turn to react to it.
Well, yeah, it's too slow then. It's because your elbow will be above my elbow height by the time I've started to react.
You're not in a defensive position straight away unless you turn.
So when you're rolling as such, that's why you need good position. It needs tight position, tight position. So all these, you have to be right with it, because you're ready, you're waiting. Something's going to happen. Something could happen. So you've got to be ready to respond against something. You've got to be ready. So something, things are going to be happening. So you need to be aware of what's actually going out there. So you have to be, something's going to happen. So you have to be able to say, or you're looking to control. I'm looking to use my elbows. Looking to be positioned to take control of elbows. But once I come back to this rolling and feeling, back to position, back to tight position. Because that's what you need. If I'm using something, then I go into it. I'll go high. I'll use only the height that I have to use. If you come up high, then I'll follow you. So when I use my tan cell, when I use my bong cell,
so you drop it into your position as an advantage straight away.
Well, that's it. When I'm using my bong cell or using my tan cell as energies to add something specific, they operate only at the height that they have to. When you're rolling, because you don't know what's going to happen, the position must be a lot tighter. You must have more protection using the bong cell and the tan cell.
Right.
Because you must have that, you must have your positions covered to the best of your ability, because if it happens quickly, you're not going to be able to respond. That's it. So you must be in the best position. That's why it relates to the same. Punch comes in. Punch, bang, the woo cell.
You've got to be in the best position quickest.
You've got to be in the best position on the
mat. If you're fighting, when your hand doesn't come out.
Well, that's it. If I move into a fighting position, my hands come up to here.